At the top of the food chain, stay focused. Niggas knocking niggas out the game, hocus pocus. Catch you in the dark, slipping with the black toaster. Bullets flying fast at you like a Tesla poster. At the top of the food chain, stay focused. Niggas knocking niggas out the game, hocus pocus.
Yo, live on the air, Mike Power TV, here with the boy Mike Power. What's up, babe?
What's up, Flo?
What's good with you, my man?
Ain't shit.
Finally.
Yeah.
Is the mixtape almost, is it ready or what's up?
Almost ready.
Alright.
And
I heard it and it's ready.
it's ready. It's ready. It's fire. It's on fire.
Okay.
Actually, yesterday we just completed 4 projects.
Oh yeah?
To that mixtape.
Okay.
Joey Tracks from
yeah, it's my peoples, Joe Tracks and Silk.
Yeah. 103 Jams. I met him through you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you put me down with him. Tracks do good work. I fucks with him. You know what I'm saying? I like what he putting down. And you know, everybody, they can go on Facebook and see where I posted every time I went in there and I laid shit down with them cats. So that's where I do my business at.
And I sent the link to my peoples on Reverb Nation. Check you out on Reverb Nation. You got a couple hot tracks on Reverb Nation too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Reverb.
Thought You Love Me, man. That jump was hot.
Oh yeah, that's some real shit right there. Everything I write is real. You know, my shit from the heart, man. I'm like that rose that Tupac was talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm how the fuck can you have a rose that grows from the concrete in the ghetto?
Yeah, I read that.
A crack in the fucking concrete.
Yeah, I read
I'm that motherfucking rose. I come from that shit.
Word. That's what's up. Well, you know, let's just get into this interview, man. How long have you been rapping though, fam? I mean, how long have you been doing music though? Like the beginning, starting like.
Shit, man. You talking about when I was 13 years old?
Come on, man.
When I first started rapping, freestyling, banging on the mailboxes and shit downtown. Newport News, Dickinson Court, where I'm from and shit. Standing at the corner stores and shit, beating on the motherfucking walls. Niggas in school, middle school and shit.
Yeah.
Where I went to middle school, that was Huntington Middle School. Niggas in there, before class started, shit, we make sure we get in early and we hit the bathroom and shit. Niggas in there beating, boom, 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 dropping the freestyles. Niggas spitting the shit they spit.
Yeah. Man, it goes back that far, man.
Man, that shit this shit is a part of my life. It's a second nature. It's my culture. It is me. So, you know, the trials and tribulations of life that I've been through, I manifest that shit through my music, my rage and my feelings.
I mean, you know, like, you know, the rap game today, what artist inspires you though, man? Like, I mean, the artists today, you know, is a different game today, but what artist really gets you to start moving your pen though? Like, you know, artists you grew up listening to or that really made you want to rap though, the artists.
Today?
I mean, from the golden era
from the golden era. We gonna start,
really inspires you though.
Start from the golden era, cause you know that's the era I come from and shit.
Right.
So we gonna talk about I'm gonna give it up for the essence of hip hop. So I'm gonna start with Run DMC, Jam Master Jay, Curtis Blow, Kool Moe Dee.
Yeah.
That's the essence. You know what I'm saying? That's the birth of that shit. And then I'm gonna go from them cats to Rakim, Eric B. You know what I'm saying? And we coming up the ladder. It's so many that help mold this culture.
Cause you're an 80s baby though.
I'm an 80s baby.
So you know that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a 70s baby, raised in the 80s.
Right. I mean, more the hip hop in the 80s
when it was jumping in, man. You know what I'm saying? You had like I said, Run DMC. They was dropping their shit. LL was doing this thing.
Yeah.
You got Dougie Fresh. You had BDP.
Big Daddy Kane.
Oh man, Big Daddy Kane.
Rakim,
motherfucking Kool G Rap. Oh
Biz
man, we
Markie,
can't forget Kool G Rap. Biz Markie. You had all them cats like that, man, doing their thing and shit.
But far as like, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to writing, like, who really made you like, you know what I'm saying, yo, I need to get on my game, right? Like Nas, that's more like the golden era, like Biggie, Tupac.
I got you. What really like I said, I before I speak on what I speak on, I always got to give it up for those brothers right there from the past, because they was the foundation.
Right.
Nothing can stand firm without a foundation.
Right.
They was the foundation of that shit, and as we gradually elevated through the future, we got to the point where we had motherfuckers like Nas. Nas hit the motherfucking scene. It was like, boom, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? That Illmatic shit. And then you had Onyx. You can't forget Onyx.
Yeah, you can't forget
You know what I'm
Onyx.
saying? Sticky and them niggas and shit. Fredro Starr, them niggas did their thing. Boom, all that shit. I was in the house parties with that shit in the projects downtown, Dickinson Court, where we got them at the projects is small. We talked to our parents. They give us the condolences and shit, and we move everything out the way. We put the speakers in there, nigga, DJ, and that shit was banging. Throw your guns in the air, buck like you just don't care.
It's crazy, man.
Then that motherfucker self-destruction. See, it's so many errors and so many different styles, conscious rap, street rap, but everything had its own subliminal message. So the shit that molded me around all of that shit growing up was the subliminal messages, because I was one with the ear to hear and pay attention and be like, damn, I'm listening to what the fuck they saying. It ain't just the beat. It's like, god damn, what the fuck? It was so real that it threw me in the pot and cooked me up to the point where I became an MC, to the point where I said the only thing I can do is spit about life.
You was a young boy listening to all that.
Yeah.
So, you know, what? Let me ask you this. How was it growing up in the streets of Bad News, though, during that time?
During that time, it was during that time, it wasn't so crazy, because like I said, I was 13. It wasn't so crazy.
I'm from uptown, you from downtown. I already, and the stories, man, I heard, man.
Our stories was the downtown niggas that was the jungle. The uptown shit was where the fuck we was trying to get to. You talking about living in a 4-bedroom apartment with 5 siblings, and my mother and my stepfather and shit, which is my father. So, you know, I shouldn't even say stepfather, because that's my father. But you talking about coming up in that shit, man. From where I'm living at now, you know what I'm saying? What we doing, matter of fact, where we doing this interview at, man? You look at my living room, I always look around as a blessing and shit. It's not much, but it's a big thing to a nigga like me to come from where I came from. So my fucking living room right now was like my kitchen and my dining room and my fucking living room in the hood. You know what I'm saying? You talking about between 5 of us siblings and shit. So during that era at that time, it wasn't so wild. You had like gangs, and the gangs was based on the sets in the neighborhoods and shit. You had the Dickinson Court, where I was from.
Yeah, they tore that down now, right? That's all tore down.
They tore that shit down, man.
I remember stories that Woodsong, man, was crazy.
Woodsong.
You know what I'm saying?
Motherfucker, they tore Woodsong down first.
Woodsong.
That's some wild shit there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your Dickinson Court niggas, you got your really
DC dog.
That's what it was, man. You know what I'm saying? DC dog, nigga, to the fullest. And you know, I don't put it out there like it was a bad thing. It was a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Dickinson Court. You know what I'm saying? That was where the fuck we was from. Back then, DC dogging was DC dogging. It wasn't a lot of negative shit. It was just a crew of niggas that got together. Niggas was dancing, popping, locking and shit. You know what I'm saying? It was the era. House music, had parties and shit.
House music was popping.
But at the same time, to keep it 100, if you came with that bullshit, nigga, we gonna bust your shit. You know what I'm saying? Won't no gunplay shit. We gonna fuck you up with their hands, get it over with, and the next day, we gonna drink some beer or some shit, and we gonna kick it. We gonna write some music. We gonna beat on the mailbox, freestyle and shit. Them niggas gonna wet they fucking curl up or whatever the fuck they gonna do. It was that era. That's the golden era. That's the real golden era to me right there, because it was so much love.
Right.
Everybody loved each other.
We was poor, but it's like we didn't even know it.
We was poor, but we was rich with love.
You know what I'm
we
saying?
was rich
like
with bond and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The shit that we don't got now.
Right. I mean, you know, because like, you know what I'm saying, downtown Newport News also, a lot of stars came from there. You say, what's your relationship, or you say you knew growing up with Allen Iverson and Mike Vick from downtown Newport News?
Yeah, we all from the same motherfucking hood, you know what I'm saying? Niggas was from different apartment complexes or whatever, but we from the same hood. We all knew each other, you know what I'm saying? Chuck, you know what I'm saying? He was from out the gardens and shit, Wickham, all that shit. And you had Mike, Vic, you know what I'm saying?
Aaron Brooks, too.
Aaron, Circle, Dickerson. I mean, if I look at it the way I look at it, if you was talking to the Mike Burgess now, back then,
Yeah.
I could say, I'm gonna start segregating that shit. Boom, the Gardens, what song, Dickinson Court, really Circle, but now you talking to a reinformed Mike Burgess, Power right now.
Yeah.
Also, next street name Trigger. But now I said we just all downtown. We all from the same fucking hood, you know what I'm saying? And it was all love and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, you know, like, you know, back to the rap, you know what I'm saying? Why do you think VA really haven't had a street artist blow? You know, we got Missy, Timbaland, Pharrell, successful artists, but like a street artist, like a street rapper, hardcore artist hasn't really blown yet from VA. What do you think the problem is with that?
48 laws. Hey, y'all got him shitting in his fucking drawers. Devour, nigga, great white chops, jaws. Smack niggas with the great Dane paws. I'm a big dog, pups better step off.